Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I am your host, Brent Thomas, and it is Friday night, and it's Psychic Friday here on the Portal, as we welcome once again our special guest and longtime friend, both personal and friend of the show, Mrs. Deb Varner, who is here to do free psychic readings to callers to the show. And first and foremost, Deb, thanks so much for being here and being a part of the shows.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Brent. Thanks so much for having me here.
Oh, it's always our pleasure, and it's always exciting to see what's going to come up next. You do such a fantastic job. And just quickly, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who may be newer to the show and not as familiar with how this works, you're going to call in, and the call-in number for the Paranormal Portal is 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500, and make sure to call in early, get on hold. That way we'll make sure to get your readings in the 2 hours that we have allotted. It may be possible for us to do overtime on YouTube if necessary, because we are streaming this live on youtube.com/paranormal portal as well. So there's a couple options there for you to watch the show and to tune in. But call into the 720-923-0500. Once you get on the air, Deb's going to say, "Hi, what's your name?" Give your first name, and then just generally, what do you want to know about? And that's where you say, I want to know about, are my finances going to get better? I want to know, is my job, am I in the right job, or should I be looking for something else? Or is this the guy for me, or is this the girl for me, or, whatever, or just a general reading. And then there may be pauses, there may be silences throughout the reading. Don't let that make you uncomfortable. It's just Deb's process. She is referring to her gifts to try to get you that information. Now, Deb will also use the term, well, they say, and the they that she's referring to is her guides. Her process is that she communicates with her spirit guides in regards to you and your spirit guides by virtue of communication with her spirit guides, and then to her, and then to you through the show. So it's a really cool process, really wonderful experience, and it's never a dull moment here on the portal. So that's how it rolls. Deb, anything before we get started?
No, I'm ready, raring to go.
And ladies and gentlemen, Deb also does, she does private readings as well. And you can, if you don't want to do your reading live on the air, I understand some people don't, just aren't comfortable with that. You can find Deb by looking on Facebook groups. Look for Purple Mystic Readings by Deb, and that's her group that she has set up specifically for her own private readings. Or you can reach out to Deb via email at purplemysticreader@gmail.com, and we'll announce that several times throughout the show. So if you didn't get it yet, don't worry, we'll repeat it. But we got a ton of calls just lining up for you, Deb. So without further ado, I guess we should get to those, huh?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, here we go. And this is area code 612 rather. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Theresa.
Hi, Theresa. Welcome to the show. I'll let Deb take it from here.
Hi, Theresa.
Hi, Deb. I really felt your people coming in here. I had been doing some self-healing work where I was drawn to an incident that happened when I was late sixth. I think I was in my late sixth year, and I thought I was going to die, actually. And when I was doing this self-healing work, I had the impression that I did cross over for 10, 20 seconds. And I'm wondering, since I have PTSD about it and I don't remember everything, are you able to am I right? Did I actually cross over in that? I was in a suffocation experience.
Just saying that you did, but
I think I did too.
Yeah, a grandmother told you to come back. It wasn't time.
Was I gone for enough time to scare the person who suffocated me?
Yeah, actually.
And I don't know who that grandmother was that told me to come back. Is it somebody that you have a name for or can tell me who it is in my lineage?
They're talking about on your father's side.
Was it on his father's side or his mother's side?
I think she meant your father's side, I think. Or was it his, Deb? I'm sorry.
Well, so his mother was still alive. So I'm not wondering if it was the grandmother, his Irish grandmother, or if it was his rigid religious grandmother.
Yeah, it's looking towards it's a grandmother on your father's side. It is and I even though I say that it possibility it's a great grandmother. I'm just getting grandmother from them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It would be on.
I have a feeling.
Father's mother's side.
When I did the healing work on this, I hit a whole bunch of shit, literally. Oop, cuss, sorry.
Yeah, try not to swear,
I
please.
can teach you both how to cuss. Yeah, sorry. But I hit a whole bunch of junk. I hit a whole bunch of thoughts and memories and feelings and sensations. And I went, whoa, I'm missing something important here. Mm-hmm. And I had a bunch of junk attached to me as a result. Are you able to sense what that is? I mean, I just felt like I was surprised. I didn't know it was there, and it was a bad juju thing. And I have a feeling that I reacted badly, and I have no memory of it consciously.
They're not really talking about anything like that.
Okay, what are they saying?
They're really okay. There was a now they're talking about an animal spirit being with you when things were going on. And it was more in a protective capacity.
When I was older, I saw her. When I was older, I met an animal that attached to me somehow and would stand with me when I was being abused. And is that why those animals are attached to me now?
They're attached to you now because of your heart. They know and understand that, you're a good person, and I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the animal spirit that was with you. I mean, it's a possibility, but they feel that, you have a love for them, and they feel like they're safe with you.
I wish they would talk to me, huh? Okay. Yeah, I saw them at that time when this death had happened. I did not know they were there, but I do know they were there with me when I was abused years later, almost all the time, actually. And I didn't know what they were doing, actually.
They were protecting you, or trying to protect you.
Yeah. I think they probably couldn't protect me. I think it was probably not really possible. Are you able to answer one more question?
Mm-hmm.
I had another incident that was very traumatic right before I graduated from high school. And I don't know if I can describe it enough that my father and mother liked to have me as the center of their fights. So they would fight with each other and then abuse me. That was how it worked. And my father fired me from a job, and my mother looked like she'd been destroyed. And I think I fell apart after that. I ran away and I hid and I went to talk to a priest and nobody knew what I was talking about, but I think I lost my hold on safety after that. I feel like something damaged or broke or shattered.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it. It's almost like you lost a little piece of your soul because you were hurt so bad with the incidents, and it took you a long time to even get that back. And I'm not sure that you have actually completely recovered from that.
Is there something I need to do to recover from either incident? Because both were pretty nasty.
They're talking about, and I'm not, that's going to be hard to do. Trying to put it behind you, but just from what I'm feeling, that's really going to be hard to do.
Okay. Thank you. I feel like I shattered. It's funny, but I have this sense that I broke off into pieces and they ran away. That's kind of how I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's what it seems like I did.
Pieces. It was basically a piece. It's just like sometimes if you pop a balloon, there will be a piece that will fly out. And that was kind of what it was. It was like you had just hit that breaking point, and it's almost like it just popped and it threw that piece out.
Healing is tough. Healing is just double tough. I don't know if there's ever any, one size fits all, but I sure hope that you're finding resources for you to get the healing that you need, because those kind of old things, they don't belong in your life anymore, and you don't deserve to continue to suffer from them. So I hope you're looking for help.
Right. I was actually, I actually was working through some healing meditations, and I've actually actively sought out ways to self-heal. And so when I was uncovering some junk I didn't know I had, then I walked into these and I went, oh, so I'm actually re-reviewing them the 300th time. I understand. I could feel so much junk, and I just didn't know what it was. I can feel it physically. I can feel the junk, but I don't know what it is.
She is healing slowly. But I don't know if, and until she can let all of that go, that she's going to heal completely. But she is healing. Good.
I'm glad. And that's my biggest wish for you, Theresa, is that you will, become whole again. I have a
but bless you very. Yeah, don't worry about it. I just felt like I feel like my spirit told me I had to look at this before I could let it go. If that makes any sense.
Oh, absolutely. Can't learn by forgetting.
Yeah, I feel like I. Thank you. You're very kind.
Well, thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show. We really appreciate your participation.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
Thanks for calling in, Theresa.
Okay. We'll see ya.
Thank you.
All right. That was the first call. Very cool. Theresa was the first one on the dance card tonight, but the board is lit up all the way down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to call in and you're unable to get on the hold, just please keep trying, because as the calls clear from the board, we'll be able to add more. I don't know how many slots I have available exactly, but last time we did a show, people were saying, I'm trying to call, but it's not like picking up. Well, I think we have a finite number of slots, and right now It looks pretty full, but there may still be slots. But if you find that you're not getting through, just keep trying as the show progresses, because the slots do open up as we, do clear calls. So the next call is area code 713. You are on the air with us here tonight.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Oh, you said, it had muted. Oh, so I'm on here?
You're on here. You're live.
Yeah, you're here. Hey.
How are you? Hey, Miss Deb, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well as can be maintained.
Okay.
I just, on top of, I talked to you last month, and you guys know that I follow you all the time. I listen to everything. You actually talked to my sister like a week ago.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I just get like a general thing? I know you talk to so many different people, and I have listened to the last video over and over and over again, everything that you tell me, but has anything changed since the last time that we talked?
Do me a favor, remind me of your name, please.
Keisha.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I got to make sure I'm, getting a hold of who I need to. Okay. Tisha. Well, girl, what's been going on with you? I see you being flighty and fun, and
Wait, you see what?
I see you being flighty and fun, being.
I've been trying. No. Actually, no, I haven't. But my mind, like from the last time that we talked, and like it really sent something into my soul, and I'm like, man, am I crazy? And what Brent said, you're a part of the crazy family now.
Your energy just feels so good, and it's just like I said, it's got that partying kind of spirit. Like you've been dancing and singing, and
no, I've been wanting to. No, I've been dancing in the house by myself.
See, there you go. All right.
Uh-huh.
They're telling on you.
So when you think you're in the house by yourself, you really not.
Yeah, when they say dance like nobody's watching, you still got those guys watching you. So, but it's okay. It's okay. You go ahead and dance. But I mean, your energy feels really good at the moment. Let's see, what are they saying? They're popping up some different stuff. They're talking about being cautious also. Have you been having problems with a male figure lately?
Not since I talked to you last month.
Well, they're talking about being cautious. It's nothing that you gotta constantly be looking over your shoulder. Just be careful about what you're doing and where you're at.
Okay.
And they're talking about staying around people whenever you're out.
Okay.
They're also talking about you being flirty. Who you
Oh,
been flirting with?
yeah. So do I
Mm-hmm.
need to stop being flirty? I have been doing that. Yeah.
They're telling on you tonight. Oh my goodness. You definitely
Oh
been
my!
having
I'm
some
like,
fun.
oh my goodness.
No wonder your energy is feeling so good.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have been a little extra flirty.
Uh huh.
Uh huh.
Mm.
Oh
So
my.
it's showing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's coming through. It sure is.
Girl, you are the truth.
But but I mean, it's making for good energy in you. The things that are going on right now. Other
Yeah,
than them
it's a
talking about,
distraction.
the part about you being cautious, and making sure you're around people when you go out. Other than that, the things that they're talking about is fun-loving stuff, and it's the stuff that's making your energy feel so good right now.
Okay. I have, look, I've been sitting here, I've been writing stuff down. I have like three questions real quick. Um,
Okay.
the
Now, just so you know,
parents,
we have 4 minutes until
if,
break. So if we hit the break, just stay on the line and we'll continue on the other side, okay?
okay,
Okay.
but parents, do I need to give that up and let it go? Because it's something about this man that is imprinted on me.
It may be imprinted on you, but you also know that it's not really a good situation.
But what I want to know too, so even if I try to push it in what I've been doing or whatever, he's not gonna come back, right? In a good way.
Honestly, it doesn't feel like
Mhm.
it.
I'm sorry.
It honestly, it doesn't feel like it.
Okay. And as far as job wise, am I good with that? And will my family mend together and get back together? Those are two questions in one.
Um, they're talking about the job flow being steady. I don't know if
Mhm.
that's what you were wanting to know or not, but they say it's going to be steady. It's not You're not going to see a whole bunch of ups and downs with it, but for right now, it's going to stay steady,
Okay.
which is going to keep from driving you crazy. So, um, your family. Now there's going to be some ups and downs, but I think in the long run, things might not be like they used to be, which is what you're looking for. They're not necessarily going to be like they used to be, but they're going to be good.
Okay.
You just give it a little bit of time, and it feels like it'll be good.
And then another one, because I know he told me we had 4 minutes.
Hmm.
Do you see me having kids, or do you see my sister having kids?
Well, if your sister's the one that I was talking to the other day, I didn't
Mhm.
talk to her about that. So, you, um, they're talking about for right now, they're just talking about one in your future. That looks like it's coming your way, maybe within the next couple of years.
Okay. Okay. All right. And one more question. How's my
Actually, that question is going to have to
grandmother
wait till the
doing?
other side. We're going to go to break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. And caller, you can just remain on the line. We'll come right back to you on the other side. So don't go away, everybody. We'll be back with more of Deb Varner here on the Paranormal Portal. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half hour of the Paranormal Portal. Tonight we are joined by our good friend, wonderful friend, lovely friend, Mrs. Deborah Varner, who is here doing free psychic readings to callers to the show. If you'd like to have a reading of your very own, call 720-923-0500. And if you get on the line, hold the line. There's no telling how long a reading is going to happen. It's just as long as it takes. And please be patient. We will get to everybody that we possibly can, and we may end up going into overtime on YouTube. So don't fret that if it doesn't fit into the 2 hours. Does that work for you tonight, Deb, going into the overtime?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we won't leave you guys hanging. If you called in and you're a part of the show, then we'll make sure to get to you, whether on the 2 hour network slot or just carrying on onto the live stream on YouTube. So one way or the other, you're going to be read. But right now we're in the midst of a reading with our caller here on the line. So we are back and the caller is back. And Deb, it's all yours again.
Okay, Miss Tisha, what was your question?
Outside of it, like I say, because does this make sense to you when a person says that they have been imprinted on somebody?
Yeah, but unfortunately, sometimes when they do that, it's not necessarily a good thing. It is to keep a hold on you.
Okay.
That's like with everything else. There's good and there's bad, and some people use it as a way to keep control of you.
And I feel like that's what's going on, and that's another thing about, because I know about stage and doing stuff like that, but and do you see anything, or what comes to you, what talks to you about I'm starting to get night terrors. My family is very high clairvoyant. Is that the right word?
Clairvoyant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had left me for a long time, but it's coming back now, and I'm starting to see a lot of things, and I'm getting night terrors, and I know night terrors is not dealing with the clairvoyant thing. I don't know, but it's just like everything is just coming back. Like
I think it's just somebody's messing with you.
That's what I wanted to know. I think somebody put a root on me because I'm from the South. I'm from the boot. So I think somebody put a root on me.
I know roots. Tiger's eye will help. They say that helps with the evil eye. It might do you to
what
get
is
you
it?
a tiger's eye is what it's called. Either that.
Where can I get that from? And what is it?
It's a gemstone.
Okay.
Either that, or I might suggest a black stone, an obsidian, a black tourmaline, anything like that will help too. So either one of those should.
But do you think somebody has put something on me?
I don't necessarily think that they put something on you. I think they put something towards you. What they're telling me is make sure and pray and protect yourself at night before you go to bed.
So let me ask you this. So, again, I'm from the South. Putting the salt around my front door, does that help? Or is that just like one of those?
That helps for a lot of different things. But if it's somebody working on you, more so than, and it's like I said, I don't per se think it's a root itself, because usually with something like that, they will make something and put it around you, or it will be. Actually, check under your bed and check between the mattress and stuff. And has there been anybody in your house that is questionable?
Mhm. And see, I don't have
Okay.
nobody here, but the man who I asked you about, who when I said about the imprinting thing, you
Mhm.
know, I love
Okay.
him from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. You know, and that's why I wanted to know, do I need to move around? And when you was like, you have just this happy spirit, and I have been being happy, you know, dancing and all of that by myself. And
Mhm.
I'm like, how does she know this? You know, and I'm like, well, is he going to come back? Because he always comes back every, you know, whatever. But
Honey,
needs to let it know be gone. But I'm wondering if he did do something and he left something in here.
that's what I'm wondering. Um, but see, when you're talking about the imprint, that's not
Mhm.
always a physical. It's something that's more. I don't know if I want to call it spirit, but it's more along the lines of that they put on you. It's just like basically making you their own. It's their energy that's been kind of passed towards you. Um, yeah, like I said, though, you
That
might
makes
want to
sense.
check around just to see if maybe he did lose something there. I'm not really sure whether he did or not, but I think it's more that than anything else. He's tried to put his impression on you to try to keep anybody else away from you. And
Yeah. And
that's childish. That is just so childish. You know, Eh, eh, I don't necessarily want you, but I don't want nobody else to be around you. And that's
oh.
no, that's not being a man. That's being a child. I'm sorry, but
Mhm.
that's what it is. And your heart and your head are telling you two different things, and they got to come together. Your heart is telling you you love him, and your head is telling you, girl, you better run.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to have to meet in the middle. You've got to do what's best for you. And I really don't think that situation is good for you. But like I
Now,
said,
is there anything that you can
We do have to keep these calls kind of
help me
brief if
with
we can.
to
Uh,
get it? I mean, to get it out. I mean,
we do have a lot of people on
because like I said,
on
you.
hold. If we
the good energy is helping.
okay.
It will back off the bad stuff. Just and like I said before, the golden light. Envision it above your head and cover yourself in that golden light, and protect yourself with it. Get your stones and keep with you. And like they said, pray before you go to bed, and hopefully
Okay.
that will help out.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I'm gonna get off of here. But thank you so much. Thank you, Brett. Thank you,
Oh, it's
Deb.
wonderful to hear from you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being a part of the show.
All right. Okay. Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I know this. It's so easy to continue and continue, but please just be as mindful as you can about keeping these readings, keeping your questions as minimal as you can. I mean, you deserve the answers that you're calling for, and I'm certainly not implying you shouldn't ask the questions that you need to ask or you feel you need to ask, but just try not to chain question into too many things. I love hearing from you all, and I'd love to listen to entire readings at length, but unfortunately we do have a limited time. We have a lot of people trying to get through. So anyway, let's see. Next is area code 870. You're on the air.
Hey y'all, it's Virginia.
Hey Virginia, welcome to the show.
Hi, Virginia.
Hey Deborah. Hey girl, I got my friend with me, the one I'm always talking about. Her name is Renee, and she's got a question for you.
Okay.
Hello, Deb.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hey.
I was just having some health issues and was wondering if you could give me a little insight on it. Possibly.
Let's see what they have to say. Um, now I don't know. They're they're talking about things not being quite as bad as you think they are, and they're also talking about they're talking about checking into natural healing as much as possible because you've had problems with prescription drugs in the past.
As far as them having adverse reactions, or
Yeah.
um, I was going to ask too if there was any particular thing that could be causing some of my issues, like, well, a possible poison of some sort.
No, I don't know. They're talking about some stuff that you're around that you use.
Hmm.
The they're also talking about plants.
Well, it's just every time a certain person comes around, and they don't come around that often, but every time they leave, I get sick. And it's not from an emotional aspect.
Okay, that could be where the plants are coming in. Do you know a whole lot about this person?
Uh, well, yes and no.
Um, I don't know how to ask this without. Um, do you
Be blunt.
know their? I don't know how to. Okay. Do you know if they are? Do they have a garden, or do they have herbs or anything like that around?
Uh,
Are they knowledgeable about things like that? Would you know that?
I know that they have recently purchased books to, as far as like backyard foraging and things like that, finding out what was edible and what wasn't.
Because now see that's and it's not necessarily a question of religion, and that's why I didn't really want to say that. It's something that she's drawn to, and it's something from a past that has come with her, and she's just now getting into it. Um,
Now, it would be a him,
okay.
I would think.
It's it's that's why I asked about the garden business, because they're talking about something that that person has that there's a possibility. But it's
I
something
usually
about.
have a garden.
It's something about. Yeah, but I'm. This is something. It's like something that's used. Oh,
Use.
as in the words are getting confused.
He carves
Like,
things
like,
out of wood.
like what you would use on the garden to help keep the predator bugs and stuff away, or things that you would help to help them grow and stuff like that. It's but they're also talking about poisonous plants, and they're saying something about drops. So
About what? Drops or
yeah,
flocks?
drops, liquids.
Drops. DROPS. Yeah. Yeah, drops. Okay.
Okay. They're talking about switching up things around you and paying more attention to what that person is doing, because it's like they're getting into some stuff. And it's like I said, it's like it's something that has come from their past, and it's honestly, I'm gonna come out. It feels like it's along the lines of, and I'm not saying it actually is, but it's along the lines of Wicca that has come through with them, and it's like they're realizing this, they're realizing their potential, and they're becoming more interested in what goes along with that. And of course that's nature and natural and stuff, but it just feels like there's something having to do with some poisonous plants.
Okay. That's kind of what I had a feeling of, or had. The drops, do you think they're from the plants or from, like, let's say, as you were saying, the fertilizer or poison for the bugs or what have you?
Well, I don't know. With them telling me both, I'm wondering if it's not maybe a combination of what you're around and what's going on, because a lot of times we inhale off of things that we use, and if you're getting the drops and you're also using stuff, that's something else. Try to go to anything that you're using, try to go to natural. You have a problem with a lot of stuff that it's almost like perfumes or
A lot of allergies.
so yeah, stuff like that. It really affects you. So go to the natural as much as possible, because there's stuff out there that you can get. Unfortunately, it's a little more costly, but there are natural things that you can use. But I think right now it's a combination of what's going on. Be more careful and watch when you're around this person. Don't have anything to eat or drink or anything like that while you're around them if you don't have to, or if you have to, keep a close eye on them, because I don't know. I think it's more experiment than anything else to see, if they can tell if there's anything going on with you. And that's really crappy, excuse me, but for somebody to do
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, kind of keep an eye on that person because they're definitely talking about poisonous plants and drops. So just, combination thereof. Use a lot of natural stuff and kind of watch whenever you're around that person and, make sure nothing's going on that shouldn't be. And you'll notice that if this is what's going on, if you're more careful, you'll notice that, you're feeling better or things are changing. And if they do, then you'll know that that's what's going on. But, those are the two different things that they're telling me.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, thank you for calling in, Renee.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful hearing from you, and thank you, Virginia, for having her call in and being a part of the show.
Okay. Yep. Thank y'all so much.
All right. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Okay. And the next caller is area code, let me see, 757. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? Just so you know, welcome to the show, first of all, but just so you know, we're about 4.5 minutes out of the break. So if we hit the break, just hold the line, and we will hit the break and then come right back to you on the other side, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, perfect. And I'll leave it to Deb.
Hey, who am I talking
Well,
to?
hi. This is Kyle. I just want to thank you both for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very
Hi,
welcome.
Kyle.
Hi there. I just sorry. Jesus, my mind's like blown. I just wanted to know what my spirit guide is trying to tell me, and then a general reading, if that's okay.
Okay. Well, for one, they're trying to tell you to believe in yourself a little bit more.
Oh wow, yeah. I have no problem you sharing this stuff on the channel.
Okay.
I've been through a lot, and I have a feeling that they're trying to tell me something, but I've been hurt a lot, and
yeah, you're always second guessing yourself, but you're so smart and you have such a kind heart, and you don't you don't pay enough attention to yourself and listen to what your heart's telling you about things. You're constantly second guessing yourself and constantly, if I do that, will this happen? Or if I do that, will this happen? Or go with your gut, go with your feelings. That's what your guides are there for. They're there to help you through. You have some pretty good guides, and you know that because they have helped you a whole lot in the past.
Yeah, I've been through accidents where I didn't come unhurt, and I know the fact that were them protecting me, like a lot of them. Yeah, I feel like one of them is a female. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I feel more close to her than the other ones. I feel bad.
in fact, she's one that she's very flighty. She's very happy. She's very she loves music. She loves excitement, and anytime anything good is happening around you, it makes her feel good, and she helps you feel better, and she really wishes that you had more fun times, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's just that I've been hurt. Like from my last job, I've been hurt so bad. I have a hard time trusting people, even my friends. Like I think I lost my faith in people.
Though. You've got a couple of really good friends, and they have stuck by you.
Yeah, they have. I need to stop blocking people, and I know. My spirit guide's telling me that too.
Yeah, you need to open up, and I mean it's those two main ones, and know that they would do anything for you.
Yeah, I know, and I feel bad. I feel bad putting them through this.
They're the ones that would walk through fire for you. and not think twice about
Yeah,
it.
I do feel that. I mean, I do have a good soul. I try to help people the best way I can. You know, I always think for others before I put myself, and I never gave myself time to, really take care of me. I just
Put yourself
yeah.
Put yourself first,
Yeah,
once in a while, because I mean, we all have to do that, and it's one of those we have to love ourselves enough to take care of ourselves, so we're able to help other people.
All right, guys, hold that line. Kyle, hang on the phone. We're going to come back to you. If you don't mind holding for a couple minutes, we'll be right back, so don't go away. And everybody, we will return in just a couple minutes with more of the Paranormal Portal.
Play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, ripping scars across my heart. Raging anger boils inside me as their lies keep falling apart. Just make sure that you're well fed.
Caroline is not like those she's with. They're attracted to the one thing about her that's different from themselves. Her life force. It is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are of fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
And yes, they can. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, they can. And welcome back to the Paranormal Portal. I'm still your host, Brent Thomas, and I'm joined tonight by Mrs. Deb Varner, who is here doing live readings for callers to the show. So if you want a little peek at what's coming up, don't lose this opportunity. Right now, we got a call on the way with Kyle, and I will bring him back on. And Deb, it's all back to you two.
Okay. Kyle,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you. I just have another question. How many spirit guides do I have? I always thought I had 2, but maybe I was wrong.
You are. You got 3.
I got 3? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I feel bad for the other 2 because I felt so close to the female one.
Yeah. It's because she's fun loving it, and you need that in your life.
Yeah.
That's why
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. If I'm unlocking my pineal gland, I don't know why. I've been having weird things been happening to me lately. Like I feel like I'm being watched, or it just weird things been happening lately, and I can't explain it. That's why I really wanted to talk to you and see what maybe you could explain these things. Like I don't know if they're aliens or ghosts or spirit guides. I just wanted to ask about that.
Your spirit guides are always with you.
Okay.
They're there to help you. And if the other 2 are watching you, it's probably because you're busy with this other one. You have one that feels like a male. He's very logical.
Oh wow.
He's the one that when you're trying to figure out a problem, he's the one that's usually there kind of poking you, saying, no, wait a minute, that's not right. Now you know that's not right.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I do. I kind of feel that. I really do feel that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And let's see.
That's crazy.
Let's see. What is the third one? The third one is also a male.
Okay.
And it's really weird. This one is this one feels like he used to be a chef. He's very into the culinary arts, and he tries to get you to get into it too.
That's probably explains why I like watching Chef Ramsay and the other shows.
Okay.
That's funny.
All right. There you go. That makes sense. Yeah, he's trying to get you into it too. He can be a big help in that area. So
yeah, he is. I just think some things just come out of my mind, like, oh wow, I should put the seasoning in it. That's probably him then.
Yeah. There you go. So
Wow.
now you know who they are, and use them as much as possible.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just have one question. I don't mean to hold up your guys' time. I'm trying to be as fast as possible with my questions because I know there's other people. I'm trying to be fair.
Okay.
There was one moment where I lived in Suffolk, Virginia, and I took my dog out. It was a Labrador in front of my house because we didn't have a fence, and I saw something that looked like a shadow figure, but it looked like an alien because my body froze and my other dog froze and we couldn't move. And when it went out of our line of sight, it disappeared and then we were able to move. I'm just curious what that was.
That was actually a spirit. That wasn't an alien. That wasn't a shadow person.
Okay.
That was the spirit, and it's almost like, oh shoot, you saw me.
Oh, okay. Because my body froze, like, because they said that aliens can paralyze your body, and the way it looked like a tall alien. That's why, like, I froze out of shock of like seeing this. Like, I can't believe I saw this, and my dog froze.
Yeah.
Wow.
We do this sometimes when we're not used to dealing with something that's not within our ordinary or normal. We do tend to do that sometimes. That's just like, if we're afraid of spiders and we see one, or if we're afraid of a snake and we see one.
And I'm afraid of spiders.
Yeah, sometimes our bodies will freeze, our voices will freeze, and it's a natural body response.
Okay. And around December, it was snowing in our backyard, and I saw a white fox. I feel more resonant with foxes, and I saw a white fox that looked at me behind my backyard, and then it just disappeared. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with like a spirit animal or anything with foxes related. Because I always feel like
look up the fox, and it will tell you. Ask them what the meaning is, or pull up what the meaning is of a spirit animal fox, and it will tell you the meaning behind that.
Okay.
And see if that doesn't make sense to you. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'm pretty sure. I guess I had the answers. I just needed someone to tell me. Yeah, you did know it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Wow. Yeah, I maybe I am psychic. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, I just start seeing things that that lined up. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Oh, look at that. There's a fox right there. Something that's fox related. I would see it, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, you're very intuitive, actually. So,
Okay.
just don't question yourself quite as much. Go with your gut feeling, and absolutely make sure that you pay a little attention to yourself. And, try to be a little bit more open with your friends, especially those certain ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you both for your time. Thank you. I really needed this.
It's our pleasure,
You're welcome.
Kyle. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
a part of
for
the show.
calling.
Yeah, thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Thank you. Both of you. Take care.
Okay, take care. Good night.
Bye.
That's awesome. Now we got 2 more callers on the board yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a reading, there's only 2 calls ahead of you. Now's the time to get on the horn. But the next caller is area code 423. You are on the air.
I'm on the air. Awesome.
You are. Welcome to
hello,
the show.
Brent.
Hi.
Hello, Deborah.
Hi.
Who are we talking to
Hi,
tonight?
this is Neil. Neil Adams, Duck Sauce in the chat room there.
Oh, fantastic, Neil.
Hi,
Good to see
Neil.
you. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. Deb, I talked to you a few months ago, and the beginning of my phone call is just going to be praise. It's just going to be praise. It was bloody awesome. I spoke to my therapist. I had asked you the last time I called about my disability case, and you had said more paperwork. And and so I went to my therapist and I said, more paperwork. And it spurred her or spawned her or whatever the word is to really take a close look at my case. And it woke something up in her. I told her that I'd spoken to you. I told her that I called a psychic and I'd spoken to a psychic, and this is what she had said. And they've really re-looked at my case from the top to the bottom. So freaking awesome. That was awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, no, really. Thank you. So that being out of the way, am I on the right path for my disability case? Am I pursuing the right course of action?
Yeah. In the in the beginning, you kind of knew where you were going, but you really weren't sure about it. Now you've got more information and you know more about, what you should be doing. So yeah, you are.
I'm pursuing the right path. Awesome.
Yeah.
The second question I have for you is my health, like my physical health, my physical body. Had some questionable thoughts, I guess, around it. So is there anything that you're picking up as far as my physical health?
Well, we're talking about, for one, you're not getting enough rest.
Okay.
Your body's talking about it. You're not taking enough time to build your body back up, if that makes sense.
All right. Okay. I can. Yeah. No. I'm a pretty. I don't know what the word is. Sedate person. I don't get a whole lot of exercise. That kind of thing. So I see the connection there. I definitely do. It's reassuring that you're not coming up with anything like, oh yeah, dude, you've got a heart attack on the way or something like that. So that's definitely reassuring.
No, they're not talking about a heart attack or anything at the moment. They're just talking about more rest. Understand that if your body's not getting what it needs, and I mean, if you have to, if you're just, if your mind is just kind of wandering or something, it's because you need a little extra rest time. Just lay down for a little while. You don't necessarily have to sleep. Just lay down and give yourself that chance to help your body build itself.
Okay. All right. Another fun fact for you. I've got a whiteboard on my wall in my living room here, and I write stuff down on the whiteboard. And on my whiteboard, I have the words meditate and smile more. That's what you had told me last time. And I had written it down on my wall. I'm looking at it right now. What's that?
I was going to say, where did you hear that?
Oh, that was you. No, you had told me. You said meditate and smile more.
Yeah.
And so I've tried. I've tried. I'm not a very meditate or smile type person, but I've certainly I wrote it on my wall, so it's a constant reminder.
Well, see, that will help too. If your body, if you get a little bit more rest, you can take that time to calm your mind and do a little meditation.
Yes, indeed. I don't know. I'm not much one of a sit down and meditate type person. Let's see, I've been a dancer for 20-something years now, and I didn't dance for a long time. And I've recently, within the last few months, kind of started entertaining the thought of it, and there's been 3 or 4 times that I just dance in my living room. I mean, now I'm an old guy now. But dancing, I guess, is a form of meditation, I suppose, in a way. It's exercise.
For some people it is,
right?
yeah. Yeah, for some people it is.
That's what I've been. That's I guess what I've been trying to pursue. I suppose would be a form of shamanic dance, though it's not anything regimented or anything like that. It's just my way of building up energy and then releasing it out into the environment, or thinking about all the people I know, and sending kind thoughts or protection or something like that their way. It just kind of gives me something to do. So
and see, when you're doing that, your mind is on that one thing. So it's not a whirlwind of different thoughts. So that's kind of what meditation is. You go to that one special place, and it calms you. And just while you're dancing, watch your breathing, and keep your body at a steady pace. And that can help too. Mhm.
Nice. All right. Right on. The final question I have for you, and this is a fun one for me because I'm really going out there and entertaining a subject that I've never given thought to per se. Do I have guardian spirits or spirit guides? Is that do I have something like that?
Yeah, you have spirit guides. We all have spirit guides.
How? Okay, I've never given any contemplation to it. What would be a I don't want to take up too much time, but what would be a good place for me to start or find out who these people is
Start
that
talking.
the right word? People?
Yeah, all you have to do is say, hey, I know you're there. Can you come help me out here a little bit? And just talk to them,
How do I know I'm
They can hear
contacting
you.
who I should contact?
Okay, it's like I've said before, that little voice that everybody talks about, that's usually our guides. And they're the ones that tell us that, yeah, we should do that, or no, we shouldn't do that, or, they help us out with different things. And it just, once you start, trying to contact them and you start, that conversation back and forth with them, you'll start understanding and knowing when they're the ones that are speaking, that's what you're hearing. But you've got one that's into music. He was an old music teacher.
Interesting. All right.
He's talking about keeping the beat.
Yes, that's very important. Mathematics are important.
Yeah. Let's see. The other is a male also. He's in philosophy.
All right. I can see that. So let's see. How do I phrase this question? Spirit guides, are they like really ourselves, or is that complete somebody who once lived and it's totally not us in any incarnation? It's somebody completely different, or is it really ourselves?
Now, see, my grandson and I just had this discussion the other day. His way of looking at it, he blows my mind sometimes. The way I've been explained is, yes, they were here before. At one point, I had been told they had never been here before. They were just otherworldly beings. I recently found out that, yes, they have been here before, and that, they're like ancestors from way back, not necessarily our bloodline, but ones that are, they were sent back to help us, to help teach us. His way of viewing it is a higher, how is it he put it? Oh, my goodness. A higher consciousness that is speaking to us. And I don't know. I can't explain exactly how he told it to me, but he believes that it's just a natural higher consciousness of ours. So I don't know.
Okay, so all right. Well, then I guess maybe I should be more specific. For me personally,
we have
am I
to
speaking to someone external?
I mean, we could go on all night about this, and I'm sorry, but we can't just continue to change questions. Go ahead, Deb.
I'll put it this way, Neil. To my knowledge, they have been here before, and they were sent back to help us with the things that we need in our life. So
Okay,
I'll
then
leave.
it is not myself.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
to best of my knowledge.
And please,
That's
please,
brilliant.
please
Brilliant.
don't ever. I'm really not trying to be rude. It's just that I know that, I could ask Deb a million questions all night long too, because there's things that I wonder about. But just for the sake of making sure we get through the calls and stuff, we got to keep the readings at least to just a few quick questions. But excellent call.
My apologies.
No, you're fine, brother. And it's probably my fault because I've never really clarified that. But as these shows have grown, it's just so has the call-in list, and I just want to make sure everybody gets a shot. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you calling in.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great night.
Fair enough. Thank you. Thank you both of you.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you. Good night.
Okay. See you guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Okay, and we have another caller here, and this is area code 713. You're on the air.
Hi, this is Nellie.
Hi, Nelly.
Hi, Nelly.
Hi. We had talked a couple of times, and I'm waiting on a decision. And the last time we talked, you said there'd be another delay. I took it as a delay of maybe a month, 6 weeks. It's been almost 4 months now. So I was wondering where that's at.
Oh, well, they're not saying it's going to be real soon. There's somebody having to do with the delay. And they're just being a pain in the behind, that's all.
Well, can I send somebody to them, like a spirit, and make them get off their butt?
Yeah, tell your spirit guides to go talk to their spirit guides and tell them to stop it. They're not being funny. That's basically what it is. Somebody is just being a total pain about things. It still looks like it's going to, things are going to get worked out. It's just that one person is just, I don't know. It's like they're trying whatever they can to stall things.
Okay, I'll take care of that then. I just wanted to make sure that everything was still in line, because I was told it could take 6 months, and it's been 4 months. But
yeah, it's still
next month it'll be 2 years.
Oh,
from what I'm hearing, it's still going to work itself out. It's just this one person it's just like when one thing doesn't work, then they come up with something else, and then if that doesn't work, they come up with something else. They're just being stinkers. So
Okay.
I guess it's just a matter of they have to finish coming up with stuff until they can't think of anything else to use before things will work themselves out.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and you can get on to the next call. I just need that answer.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Actually, Nelly, you're the last call right now. We don't have any more calls on the board, so if there's anything else you want, you go ahead and ask. But we do have 2 minutes before the call.
Well, just one question then. About my spirit guides, how many do I have?
How many do you have?
So I know how many to send.
Okay. Okay, let's see. You actually have one that is into, I don't think they were a lawyer, but there's something having to do with justice, and they're a stickler for details. So I'm assuming that would be the one that you would push towards that direction.
Okay.
You have and that one's a male. That's the one that stepped forward. Let's see.
Okay.
you have one, you have a female that is kind of a nurse. Had you ever wondered why?
Hey, Deb.
Yeah.
We're about to go to the last break, so let me just pause you right there if you don't mind, because the music's going to come on in just a few seconds. Nellie, please hold the line. We'll get back to you on the other side, and then we'll go to our last break, ladies and gentlemen, and we will continue on when we get back here on the Paranormal Portal. But make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and check out the podcast if you would, please. After our show tonight, stick around for Nikki Colombo, and then later on, stick around for Paisley Wild. Spaces in between. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away. We'll be right back. I promise. You have my word. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are, of course, joined tonight by our great, wonderful friend, Mrs. Deb Varner, who is joining us to help us see a little bit into what's coming up into the near future or far future or our future or at least more insights into our world. So thanks for being here again, Deb. How you doing so far?
I'm doing great.
We're at the home stretch, last half hour of the show. But again, if we get more calls, we will go into overtime, but I will see how we do here with normal time. But Nellie is joining us now by a phone, and I will let you guys get back at it.
Hey, Nelly. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, as I was saying, have you noticed that if someone gets a boo-boo, you know what to do? If somebody has a tummy ache, you know what to do? Or you feel like
Yes.
you're being misnourished? Well, that's because of your spirit guide, because that's what she is. She was a nurse, and she helps you out in situations like that. She helps you know what to do to handle the situation.
Oh, well, that's good. I've noticed that because actually I had to doctor a cat today.
Oh my
A
goodness!
kitten got hurt, and I had to doctor it. So, and I was hoping it was the right thing to do.
Well, according to what they're saying, yes.
Good.
So, yeah, you did a good job.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate your insights on this, and you've been 100% correct. It's just that it's just taking so freaking long.
Yeah, that's frustrating, I know, but they're still saying that it's going to work itself out. That
Okay.
if you just hang in
well,
there.
I'll send my spirit guide to them and get this ball rolling.
There you go.
All right, Nellie, thank you so much for being a part of the shows.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome,
in.
and y'all have a good night.
All right, good
Oh,
night.
you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, we'll
Bye-bye.
see you now.
Bye.
All right. We got another call coming in, and this one's from area code 406. You are on the air, sir.
Howdy, Brent. Howdy, Deborah. And howdy, Paranormal Rowdies. It's the Duke here.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Hi.
Good to hear from you.
Hey.
I knew I recognized that number.
Yeah, it's a strain to hold the phone up very long, so I'll be brief.
Oh.
Okay.
And one of the questions I have concerns that I had quite the nasty bike wipe out about a week ago, Deb, and I was wondering if I need to actually go to the hospital and have my arm x-rayed, if it's actually fractured or if it's just sprained really bad.
They're saying, go have it done.
Damn it. I was afraid of that.
You and Jerry, I tell you.
Yeah, well, perfect time to fracture your arm right before you have to move everything to a new place, right?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Really. But yeah, they're saying, go and get things taken care of.
Dang it. Okay, well, camping with a cast, woohoo. Second question. This happened to me about 10 years ago, and I can't be too specific about it. But I was walking in downtown Minneapolis, and it was just this time of year, I think, and nice and warm and sunny, and all the streets were crowded. And I took a left turn and went down this little cross street, and all of a sudden there was like nobody, but two figures coming up the sidewalk toward me. And we stopped and exchanged a couple of quick sentences, and they went on their merry or not so merry way. And I've always wondered since then if either or both of those were actually people.
Mm.
No.
Wow.
And you know they weren't.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure who one of them was. The other one was a lackey that was attached to her.
Oh.
And it was almost like it was like you were here, then you were there. It was almost like there wasn't any in between, and all of a sudden there they were.
Yeah, it's kind of unnerving to, be in the middle of rush hour and have all the streets packed full of people to the point where you can barely move. And you go down a side street, which should be packed full of people, and there's like nobody there except these two people coming up the sidewalk toward you.
Wow.
And I'll call in and give the rest of the story to Brent later on. Now that you verified for me that it actually was what I thought it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. I can't wait to hear the rest of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had this in my mind categorized as either it was nothing and I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, or it was the creepiest encounter I've ever had.
Yeah. Wow.
They're saying that you hadn't really planned on going that way.
No, I was going to walk way around the block, but it looked like it was a faster shortcut, and I sort of went that direction instead.
Yeah, you were drawn that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, I definitely want to hear this story.
Yeah.
Very
Well, it's like the last being you would expect to meet in the middle of the day in downtown Minneapolis, packed. Not at all what you'd think. It'd be like running into the Loch Ness Monster in the middle of downtown Minneapolis at rush hour. So let's just put it that way.
But yeah, it just the feel of it was kind of weird.
Why did she show herself to me? If I can ask just one more question, was it a prompting from someone else, or was it just random?
It was more random. It was
Okay.
more. Even though you were drawn, it was who you are, the reason you were drawn that way, and it was more a, oops, look.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's. I always joke with everybody. If I was an X-Man, that'd be my one power to be in the right/wrong place every single time.
Well, okay.
It's made for an interesting
All right,
career.
you guys. Well, I don't want to gobble up any more of your time. I'll let you go. But thanks so much, Deb. And yeah, I'll go to the hospital and get my arm fixed. Damn
Okay,
it.
please do. Yeah.
Well, I've been wondering why it was hurting. I figured, it's probably broken. That's probably why it hurts all the time I move it. So
Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
makes it hard to ride on a bike and stuff. So, all right, you guys have a great night. Hey, hi everybody in chat. I'll be back here in a second.
All right. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, you guys.
Okay, we'll see you.
Thanks, Deb. I really appreciate it. And hey, everybody, remember, don't hug the Wookiee. Talk to you soon.
You're welcome.
Only Duke, I'm telling you. He's a great guy.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, and we have another caller here, and this is our good friend MCAT. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for calling in and being a part of the show.
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Hi, MCAT.
Hey, Deb, how are you doing?
Okay, what can I help you with?
Oh, I think we'll do a general. And just, I've been thinking a lot about kind of re-examining, the common theories or ideas about paranormal experience, and trying to re-examine and try and really get at the bottom of them. And when I went to the metaphysical fair here, and most of the people there I know, one of them was saying, "Yeah, you've got people talking to you about that," and that's where some of that is coming from.
Okay. Well, you're rethinking it is the fact that you're coming more into your own where things like that is concerned. And you're actually that's the reason you're checking things out, is because you're trying to figure out exactly where things are going at the moment, and really. Okay. They're talking about you seeing things more clearly. Have you been having an upswing of the contact?
Not, I wouldn't say contact so much. I've been writing a lot, and as I've been thinking about this and writing it, things have just kind of been showing up that make a lot of sense that I've been writing down.
Okay, because they're talking about more happening. You're making a jump into gifts that you have, and your path is kind of swinging to the right. It's taking you in a little bit different direction. This is going to cause you to see more things, to hear more things. You're becoming more in tune with basically you're becoming more in tune with the spirits and things around. And what's weird is because of your traveling, it's like you're almost feeling like there's people with you when you're on the road, and it's almost like certain ones are riding with you, like they're hitchhiking.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure that I've got transient people that just hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's mainly because they're feeling your energy, and it's just like they're, hey buddy, which way are you going? And they just decide to go along with you. Because understand, for the most part, they have only certain areas that they can go to, but if they can kind of hitch a ride with us, they will do it, and it's not necessarily attaching themselves to us. It's just they're within our, I don't know how life force, our aura. They're kind of mingling in with that. But yeah, you had hitchhikers with you on quite a few occasions, and it's because you are growing, and there's more things that you're able to do. They talk to you too.
I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that they do.
Yeah, you've been
anytime I go anywhere, I always say that, I'm here to listen. You got something to say, I'm here to listen.
Yeah. Well, you don't always have somebody there, but yeah, you do have hitchhikers every once in a while, and they kind of, like I said, they kind of mingle in with your aura, and then they just go from one place to the next, and you're helping them see different things. They're going from one place to the next with you, so you're kind of helping them. I'm not exactly sure if it's something that they're looking for, or they think it's going to be fun, or exactly. I'm not getting why they're doing it. I'm just, I guess it's like anybody else. Hey, let's ride along and see where we're going.
Right.
But I mean, they're definitely there with you, and you are definitely beginning to start doing more, seeing more, hearing more, start expecting more too. I mean, don't necessarily try to, because a lot of times when we try to, it just does the opposite. It kind of shuts us down. But just, allow yourself to be open enough for everything that's going on to go ahead and happen. But, like I said, you're kind of right of the path that you have been going, and it's going to take you to newer and better things.
Well, that's good. Newer and better things are always. That's good.
You're so cautious about certain things, so
I'm cautious about people.
Well, considering certain things that have happened, you have every right to be.
I would say that I try and listen to that. I don't. It's that inner voice or that feeling, and I don't know if it might be intuitive, but I've had quite a lot of time dealing with the public or general people. And I start kind of to get a feel where I can read people pretty well. And it's, that person is probably going to be okay. Like, oh, watch out for that guy. That guy's going to be trouble. And
yeah.
So I'm cautious of people.
That's because, well, you're basically empathic. You can feel their energy. And you can tell whether it's good or bad, which, that's a good thing in a lot of instances. Understand sometimes we can be a little too overly cautious, but it's like I said, it's because, you're that way because you've had to be over things that have happened.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, be happy with what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. If you get the feeling that somebody's riding with you, go ahead and start a conversation and see if you can pick up anything. You should be able to get some information from them, because a lot of times, you get a hold of somebody that likes to talk, so you might start getting some information off of some of them.
Okay.
Cool.
Good deal. Well, thank you very much, Deb.
Oh, you're very welcome.
It's wonderful to hear from you, brother. Thanks for calling in and being a part of the show.
Yep, you betcha. You guys have a good night.
All right, good night, MCAT.
Thanks for calling.
All right, bye. Yep.
Bye.
Okay, and the next call is from area code 616. You're on the air now. Ladies and gentlemen, we may run out of network time, but just don't worry. We're going to continue into YouTube time to clear up any calls that we have. So right now there's 2 on the board, so we will see what happens. But if the network show ends, just hold the line, stay where you are. I'll disconnect the network, and we'll just continue in overtime on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, area code 616 is now on the air. Deb, take it away.
Hi, Deb.
Okay.
Hi, Brent.
Hi.
I was calling to see, I had an experience like a year ago, and it was kind of strange to where it was like I was in that state between being awake and going to sleep, which is like kind of the magical state, I guess. But
dream time, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a day, and I was just kind of like going through like a dark night of the soul night, and
I mean, a lot was going on, and I was quite distraught, and I was going to sleep, and it was really cold, so I had like cuddled up and went under the covers, and was just in the cusp of going to sleep, and then something pulled the pillow from under my covers,
Oh.
and I felt the impression into my mattress. It like went down like 4 or 5 inches. Grabbed my
before
pillow.
you even said that, it was like something had crawled in bed with you.
Yeah, and it pulled my head out from underneath the covers.
Oh.
And then there was like it was like a 12-inch. It was like a foot or so, to where it cleared my head from underneath the blanket to pull it out, and then I'm like waiting there. I'm like in that subconscious state because I wasn't scared. I didn't have like I'm kind of sensitive. I didn't feel fear, but earlier that evening, I did feel a little creepiness because I was camping out in an RV, but then, when I went to bed, I felt safe. I was inside of an RV. Everything was locked. So it's like it wasn't, I didn't feel like fear. I knew whatever was happening was like, I just wanted to know what was going on. So it's like I waited, and then nothing else happened. So do you have any insight as to what or, what that was?
It's, it's almost humorous because it's like somebody was trying to talk to you and you weren't answering them, and it's like, excuse me, did you not hear what I had to say to you? So, it wasn't actually anything to be afraid of. Have you been told there's a portal at your house?
It wasn't my house. It was actually my brother's house.
Okay.
So, no, I don't know that, but I did feel like an energy there. I stayed there for like 3 months over last summer. So I did feel like an energy there to where, it's like, honestly, it's like I felt like Indians, and I felt there was I felt like wolf energy.
Well,
or like, it just, that was my, like, it could have been, that's just my first thing that came to my mind. But it's just like, I felt like that type of energy. I don't know. There was some weird things that happened. It's like my, yeah, I don't know. There could be
almost
something
like they dropped in. They dropped in. They were drawn to your energy, and it's like they were trying to talk to you, and it's like you weren't listening, and it was just like did you hear me? It's like they got frustrated because they just felt like you could hear them, you could talk to them, you knew they were there, and you weren't talking back to them.
Oh. Maybe because I was paying attention. And I didn't have any fear.
Very good.
So it's like, as this was going on, it's just like I felt no fear. And I just wanted to know.
A bad energy. It's just, I don't know, some of them are playful, some of them, can be a bad energy. This one didn't feel like a bad energy, but this one definitely was trying to make contact with you and trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
And at some point, they did get through to you.
Can you hold that just for a second, Deb, so I can close out the network show? And ladies and gentlemen, just stick around if you're on YouTube or you're on the call board. Just hang on, because we will get to you, but we're going to go overtime in our YouTube. But ladies and gentlemen, stick around after the show if you're listening on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, or TalkStream Live, because Nikki Colombo will be coming up next, and she always has these fascinating, amazing shows lined up for her slot. It's just a lot of fun to listen to her. And then later, after Nikki, comes Paisley Wild, The Spaces Between, a great new show on TFR and a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will check those out. But we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day. And remember to laugh as much as you can. So we're going to go overtime on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away.
Censorship and regulation is becoming an ever-growing problem.
Shut that off. That is done. Okay. I think we're disconnected from that. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. It gets a little hairy when we're doing these network things.
We're in transition time.
We're in transition. We are going through a different vortex of the portal at this very moment. Trying to get that darn thing to disconnect. Come on. This new Skype just sucks. So I'm just getting all editorial here, but hang on, ladies and gentlemen, the show will go on. When the hell will that not do what it's supposed to do? Let me try again. Okay, let me disconnect this one. I can hang up on that one. There we go. All right, so that one's gone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing live here on the portal on our YouTube streams. So, again, take it away, Deb.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they did eventually get through to you, and it was during a dream. Excuse me. It's a possibility, you know. A lot of times we don't remember, but they were definitely more at ease once they got you to go ahead and say something to them. But it felt like that's what it was.
Okay.
But I mean, it was
That's
definitely,
good.
it definitely felt like somebody was there with you. And it's like I said, it was just feeling like they crawled in bed. And I'm not sure that was the only occasion that they had, but on that occasion, yeah, that's what it was. They were definitely trying to get you to listen to them.
Yeah, that was just such a physical experience. I mean, I you know, it was just like, yeah. So you think it was like a person that had like passed away previously that was trying to communicate?
It was, yeah, it was definitely a spirit, but I mean, it was a good energy spirit.
Huh.
It was a male. I don't know if that weirds you out or not, but it was a male spirit.
Kind of changes the flavor of it a little, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't, because I mean, it's like it pushed down on the mat. I mean, when it grabbed the pillow, I mean, it would almost felt like it was giant hands.
Oh, really?
To where because it pushed down the mattress like 4 inches, 5 inches, and then it grabbed the pillow, and then it pulled my pillow back. So it's like, why would you push down so hard on the mattress to grab the pillow? I mean, you could just grab the pillow and then just pull the pillow. Why would you push down on the mattress, grab the pillow, and then
some people
pull
don't know their own strength, and the spirit
right.
is the same way.
I mean,
sometimes.
So it did feel male to me, you know. I mean, in that I wasn't like weirded out or anything, but I mean, it wasn't anything. But it was just like. But it was just one of those experiences. It was just like, wow, you know, what just happened? You know, we're here on Earth. I don't know. It was just a very kind of awesome experience that has been mystified. So thank you very much for adding some clarity to this. It's hopefully I helped them or listened enough to them, or I was able to connect with their message to me. So,
No, I'm
thank
not
you very
using
much.
Nelly on that, but yeah, they are saying that you did eventually make contact with them, and they eventually did get a message through.
Good. Very cool.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. It's great to hear from you, and have a wonderful evening.
Yes, you guys too. Thank you.
Okay, good night.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, we have another caller here, and this is area code 949. You're on the air.
Hi, my fellow weirdos. It's Chicken Girl.
It's Chicken Girl.
Hi.
What?
It's a little inside joke.
No, you're brave. You're incredibly brave, and I'm proud of you for calling in. Good job. This is Orange County Girl, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
OCG.
show. Welcome
So
to the show.
I haven't done this before. I don't know exactly what to ask. I guess, what do you see for me, Deb?
What do I see for you? Okay. You're talking about a charismatic personality, and you've been like that since you were, not necessarily little, close to your teens. It's just like you drew people to you. It's okay. Is because you have some gifts yourself, lady.
Nice.
You can tell about people also. And people are drawn to you.
When I was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, it's almost like they come up to you and say, hey, let me tell you. And they start talking about stuff about themselves and in hopes that you can help them clarify things in their life.
Yes, that happens often.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I don't know what that would classify under gifts. When I was younger, my teens, I sensed or witnessed some things that were probably along the lines of paranormal, and I was terrified by them. So then I kind of block out those. I guess the voice, your inner voice, and I've been doing that ever since. And I feel like if I peer into that, then I'll open the door to other things. So I've always kind of closed that door, or for that, for fear of that.
Well, you've had a lot of people around you talking about, talking about stuff like that in a negative form. And then when the things came up and they kind of scared you, then it was reassuring you that what other people had told you were true. And that caused, that caused what happened. That's one of the main questions that I'm asked is, doesn't it scare you? Well, no, because I've lived with it for so long. You can tell good people from bad people. For the most part, you know who to stay away from. The same way with spirits. You can feel their energy. And although they don't have a body any longer, they're still the same people. They have the same personality. They carry the same energy. Don't be afraid to open yourself back up.
How? What easy, basic 101 trick or exercise should I do?
There's not really a trick to it. Just try to be more open. Things that you tend to be drawn to, interest as far as dealing with the spirit world. Read up on it.
Okay, that's what everyone says. Read more books.
Yeah, keep yourself open to the suggestion of, this is what to look for, or this is what to expect. Don't, we can open ourselves back up pretty much easily by just telling ourselves that, yes, they do exist, and yes, they're not anything to really be afraid of. And once we put our suggestion into our mind about that, then we will start. I mean, it's like a subconscious thing. You put that little seed there, and once you start nurturing it, it will start growing, and you'll actually see yourself start opening back up. It's not really a hard thing to do, and I mean, there's not a whole lot of tricks to it and stuff. It's just basically knowing, what to expect, or kind of what to look for, because they're all around us, and just like everyday people come up to you, they're drawn to you. The spirits are drawn to you too. And once you're open up, then you'll start, hearing things, seeing things more than likely, because I'm pretty sure that's what you were doing before.
Yeah.
And meditate.
It was just a case of you were just so young that, when a spirit walks up to you, and if they're kind of see-through and they're saying, hey, it's like, whoa, no. I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that they don't always look like everyday people, even though that's basically what they are. Sometimes they show themselves like they looked while they were here. Sometimes they can be opaque. You can kind of see through them. Sometimes they will only show you parts of them. Sometimes they're a mist. Sometimes, they have different ways of showing themselves. And trust me, when you're younger, if you're not really used to it, and you have a whole lot of people around you talking about, you're crazy, you're not seeing things, or that's bad, or when people are around you telling you things like that, then yeah, it is going to scare you off of being who you are and doing the things that you do. Also, talking with people about things, just like talking to me. If there's anybody around, sometimes if you listen, you'll hear somebody say something about a certain thing, and it'll catch your attention, and then it's safe to talk to them. Go ahead and start up a conversation with them, concerning whatever it was they said. And if they're basically one of us, they'll start talking to you about things, and they will give you a whole lot of insight into things that are going on.
Okay. I have one other question. My spirit guides, and everyone talks about spirit guides and all that. How many do I have? And I think mine are on a union break because I don't know what's going on there. I don't hear much or feel much.
You got the union
or
guides.
Maybe about that pain.
Oh, that's funny.
They're like that guardian angel is saying, oh, no, not again.
Yeah.
No. No, they don't take breaks. It just might seem that way. But Let's see who you have.
Yeah. I'm on the phone. Sorry. Hold on, I'm on the phone. Sorry.
It happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One is it's a female. She's a teacher. She's one that if you have questions about let's see if I can explain it. She knows the proper way to say things. She knows if you're unsure about, how to put things, or if you're doing the right thing, she's the one that's going to set you in the right direction, or she's the one that's going to help you out. If you're thinking about something and you're like, well, wait a minute, what was that word I'm looking for, or how do I spell it? And then all of a sudden it's like, bam, it's right there. That's her.
Wow, yeah, okay. I think she comes out more often than I, now that you mentioned that.
Mm.
Wow.
I still can't spell calendar. For some reason I can't spell calendar. Maybe she...
Tell her you need a little bit more help in that area. Maybe she just likes the way you spell it. I don't know, but
yeah,
that's the kind of the stuff that she works on. She's the teacher.
Okay.
You have a handyman.
She's laughing.
Okay. I do. Oh my God.
He's Mr. Fix-It. If something needs to be done, he's gonna help you and show you how to do it, or tell you how to do it. And she's into if something needs a quick fix, she's gonna be there.
And she's a she.
No, he's a
women?
He's a he.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually handyman. I'm talking about you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So he's the one that helps out with stuff like that.
Yeah, these are pieces of me. This is interesting.
Yeah, they're who we need, and most of the time they're with us from the time we're young. Like I said, sometimes they will change, but most of the time we have the same ones with us all our life.
Wow.
Right now, those are the two that are helping you out the biggest part of the time.
That's very cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This was a very nice first experience, and I really do appreciate you spending the time and sharing this with me.
I'm so glad you called in. I'm glad it's been a good experience for you.
Yes, thank you. Thanks,
You're
Brad.
welcome.
Of course. Thanks for calling in and being a part of the show. I'm glad you did.
Yes, thanks.
I am too.
All right. Have a great night.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
And Miss Deb, guess what?
That's it?
That's all the calls for tonight. So why don't you tell everybody how they can stay in touch with you?
Okay. I have a Facebook. It's Purple Mystic Readings by Deb. You can get in touch with me that way. Come on over and give it a like. Or you can get a hold of me through my email, purplemysticreader@gmail.com.
You did wonderful tonight, by the way. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to hear you do your thing. I'm just, always marvel at that. Where you can pull these things from is always spectacular to me. So very, very cool. It's always a great pleasure to have you here. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I do, always. And it's such an honor to be here. as always, I love what I do, and I'm so thankful for the show. Although I'm not in a group anymore, I'm thankful for Ghost for putting us together. And thanks so much to all our callers. You guys are what keep us going, really.
Yeah, it really
thanks
is.
so much.
You're absolutely right. It's your guys' participation that make these shows such a success, and they've grown so much. And I think we probably lost a few callers tonight, but not too many. I think most people hung on for the long haul and did great. But thank all of you who called in. That certainly is what the show is all about. It's an opportunity to get something for free, and hopefully it helps you through the course of your life. I know life is it's confusing enough, and it's just a really neat thing to have maybe a peek at something that could definitely help. Now, Deb, are readings carved in stone?
No, they're not. Most readers will tell you that. It's an insight to what's going on or what's coming. We always have free will. I mean, if something bothers you, you can work to change it if necessary.
Right. So I like to throw that out there because, every once in a while you get the feeling that, people are weighing and measuring, and it's like, nothing that happens in these readings is carved in stone. And I just wanted that to come from you because, just because something may be read or something, it only deals with the current circumstances right now. If you get on the other side of a reading, you're like, well, I think that sucks. I don't want to, what do you mean I'm going to be poor for a while? Well, then you have the opportunity to change that. It's just the current circumstances are being read. This is the formula, the path, the convergence of the energy of your efforts. This is where it's heading now. And we all have the ability to change and do things. So like you could pursue a side career or a second job, or you could start throwing yourself into a hobby where you can make money. I mean, there's a million things that can change a reading, but they are just a snapshot. They're just a moment in time. And so use them to guide you and help you. And if you don't like it, definitely change it, because we are creators. And so we are completely empowered at any time. But Deb, it's always an amazing pleasure. Thank you again so much. Love you dearly. And
you're welcome. And let me throw this out here.
Sure.
You are able to manifest things in your life. And trust me, go ahead and put it out there. Put it out to the universe. Let them know what you need. Let them know what it is you want. And it will come back to you. It might not actually be exactly the way you want it, but it will come back to you. Manifest what you want and need in your life.
Right.
I can't stress that enough.
Good call. Good points. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our journey for tonight. Thank you all for sticking with us in the overtime. It's always great fun to have a chance to be Deb's receptionist as well, because I can I can actually chat a little bit too. So I got to talk to a few people tonight as well. But and as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting and helping and spreading the word about the portal. It's growing pretty incredibly. The podcasts are really taking off in a big way, and it's really exciting. So thank you for all of your efforts to help everything we're doing. It definitely it's amazing. So thank you guys for being a part of the family. And I guess that's going to wrap it up tonight. But Don and I will be back tomorrow night here on the portal for a night of mayhem. So I hope you guys will join us and have a few laughs and have a good time. Deb, good night. Thank you again. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, Deb does do private readings. purplemysticreader@gmail.com. Again, purplemysticreader@gmail.com. You can email, find out about the rates, but I promise you this. Now, we don't name the price publicly, but I'm here to tell you it is by far the cheapest reading you're ever going to find. For this kind of quality of a reader. It's really, she does readings for basically a song. I will tell you that. So it's not going to break your bank. It's completely affordable for everybody. It's not like just, people with deep pockets can get readings. She's done it in such a way to make it accessible to everybody. So definitely look into it, and it certainly would give you an opportunity to discuss things with Deb that maybe you wouldn't want to on the air, and I understand that. So look into it, ladies and gentlemen. You won't be disappointed. As you can tell, Deb is just about as kind a soul as exists, and so it's a gift of her heart and a gift of her love. So I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. And we'll be back tomorrow night with more of the Paranormal Portal with some mayhem on deck. So good night, everybody.
Good night.